Have you ever wondered how far you can go on a bike tour for just $100? Well, you're about to find out, because I'm going to head out west from my home here in the north of Thailand in Nakhon Ratchasima, and I'm going to try to get to the ancient capital and back to my home again on this $100. It's about a 500-kilometer ride, and I'm anticipating it taking about 4 days. The reason I'm doing this challenge for $100 is because I became monetized earlier on in the year, and I've actually took my first payment out, which was $98.62. It's not a lot, but it means a great deal to me, and I'm so grateful to everyone that's subscribed to this channel, to everyone that's watched my videos. A big thank you to you all. So, if you want to see how I get on, hang around. Let's get started. It's late November here in Thailand, and the conditions for riding, they couldn't be more perfect. 25 degrees, very light wind, clear skies, no pollution. Hopefully it'll be a good ride. I'm trying to get Pak Chong today, which is 120 kilometers. Slight tailwind as well, which helps. But first, I've got to make my way from the east of Nakhon Ratchasima to the west. So that's about 20 kilometers through the city. It's one of my local schools. Wow, that's a lot of kids in a big assembly. This is a lovely little park, quite close to my house. No way you can really cycle around it, but yeah, walking around a few times, it's very nice of an evening. Got all the food stalls out, preparing breakfast. On the other side of the road there, that's one of the smaller railway stations, but you can still get a train from here all the way to Bangkok, or if you're heading out east, all the way to Ubon Ratchathani. This is one of the many railway crossings that cut across the town. If you ever come to Nakhon Ratchasima, you should take the opportunity to come here to Bungtalo. It's absolutely beautiful here. About 3.5 kilometers around the lake. You can cycle around, walk around. Best time to come, I would say, is about 4 o'clock till sunset, which is 6 to 6:30, depending on the time of year. Lots of people exercising, out on the water, doing aerobics, traditional Thai dancing, all kinds of things. It's a great atmosphere, lots of places around the lake as well where you can get food, drinks, that kind of thing. Definitely recommend it. It's a great place to come. A few cyclists out this morning. Unfortunately, I've not got time to go all the way around today, so that's me done. On my way back onto the road. Not been too bad this morning. I'm nearly across the city now. Just got to finish up about another 5-10 minutes and I'll be on the east side and on my way to Pak Chong. It's not a great start. 1 hour in, I've got a flat, so I better get this sorted out. Wasn't too difficult. Small hole there, found it, patched it up, put it back in. I should be on my way soon. This could be trickier than I thought. It's a tiny little wire inside the tyre. Got some pliers, but it's quite fine. Hopefully I'll be able to get it out. Let's try. I'm really pleased that I had my pliers and also my glasses, because that was in my tyre. These are tiny pieces of wire off the tyre casings on lorries, and they're quite common. Bloody annoying, but yeah, it happens. Okay, fixed. Get on my way. That's fixed. Unscheduled stop, and I'm going to celebrate with a cup of coffee and my first spend of the trip. Well, there we go. Unexpected spending early on in the day, 70 baht. That's the first money I've spent on the trip. I'll take that off the total. Hopefully the power of editing, that should come up on the screen now. Been on this dual carriageway for about 15 or 20 k's now. Not great, but sometimes you just got to suck it up. I'll be off it in a kilometre or so, and yeah, I'll show you what's around once I get off this big road. Run out of water, so quick pit stop into 7-Eleven, just get some water. Go, 7 baht. That's 7 baht for the water, which is about 20 cents, under 20 pence if you're in the UK. I'm running total now 77 baht. Oh, it's about $2. Not bad. Past midday now, you can probably see, I hope you can, the temperature's close to 34 degrees. Done 50 k's, I think it's time I had a break, so I'm looking for somewhere I can sit in the shade. And I'll sit down and enjoy the sandwiches I made this morning. Found a spot. There's just enough shade here on this low seat so I can have some lunch. See, I've come prepared. Packed some sandwiches, brought a few apples, oranges from home. Keep the cost down for today. Yeah, hopefully that will scratch the itch for my lunch. I bought another bottle of water here, so that's 7 baht. But I didn't buy these, I brought them from home. These are about 5 baht. And I'm going to pop those in the water, just like electrolytes, and help with hydration. The temperature's now up to about 35 degrees. I can feel I just need something more than water, and this that should hit the spot. Cheers. So that's lunch over with on my little seat. I'm actually rehydrated now, fed. I've reapplied sunscreen. I've put this on to protect my neck as well, and I'm all ready to go. I'm going to get in such trouble by people that know me here in Thailand, but I really don't know what these are called. I have to find out, put them in the subtitles, but anyone that knows, yeah, well, let me know. What are they? Finally on some decent road. I'm liking this. Well, this is marked as a road. It looks more like a field, quite honestly, but what the hell, it's just a field. Okay, well, there we go. Yeah, that's a bit too hard to hold the camera in one hand and cycle, but yeah, I'm going through a field. Whoa, this is getting worse now. About another 2 or 3 k's. Yeah, shaking me up a bit as well. It's really rough. I'll keep going. This is interesting and scary at the same time. Straight on there you can see the turbines. There's a road, the main highway that runs past them, and in the dip here is a reservoir, hills on the other side. What's worrying me is if I can't get on this small road here past the reservoir, I'll either have to use the highway or it's a detour in excess of 100 kilometers. There's no way I'm going to use the highway. It's honestly like taking your life into your hands, way too dangerous. So I'm hoping that my mapping commute is going to be correct and I can get through this way. Otherwise I'm going to have to turn back. I could either go home or do a huge detour. Either way, yeah, it's potentially going to ruin the day, so we'll find out. Fingers crossed. Let's get going. Okay, that's interesting, just behind me. I've never seen one of those in Thailand before. I mean, I've seen a water wheel before, but I just don't know what this is for. Anyone, any idea? I'm thinking it's for irrigation. Time for another water. That's another 7 baht, running total now and 91 baht. That's my 4th bottle of water, which will bring the total up to 2.5 litres, including tea and coffee. It's another litre there, it's 3.5 litre of fluid. No doubt I'll have another litre or 2 of water before I get to Pak Chong. That just shows you when the temperatures get to 35, you really need to be taking water regularly, otherwise you dehydrate really quickly. And those electrolytes I took earlier, they're a great idea in this kind of heat. Yeah, it's telling me to turn left. What is going on? It's telling me there's a path along here. There's no path. There's nothing. Complete waste of bloody time. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Kamut's got this wrong. I'm in the middle of nowhere and it's 5:30. It's going to be dark in 30 minutes. Got to make a decision very quick. Speak to you soon. God. Okay, this is not so bad. I just have to go onto the main road for about 100-200 meters Getting across it could be tricky, but after that hopefully I'll be okay and I don't have to go on the main road again. Fingers crossed. Well, the good news is I was quickly off the main road. The bad news, 400-metre climb, but better that than dead. Let's get to it, let's do it. I'm halfway up the climb and unfortunately I ran out of water. I've just pulled into this little shop here. 15 baht for a bottle of water and a Pepsi. Feeling really tired. 200 metres climb, 200 metres left. $30 onto the bill. That was a really vicious climb. I'm running super late now. I should crack on to Pak Chong, but I think I've deserved to sit back, look at this view and have another cup of coffee. Tell me what you think. $100 for the coffee, but the view absolutely priceless. I'm on the lower deck now. I think this is possibly a slightly better view. Over there, Khao Yai. So pleased I stopped in this place called the Angel Hill Cafe. If you're around here, definitely recommend you come grab yourself a coffee and a cake. Superb. I finally made it to Pak Chong. Maybe 10 minutes in the dark, but yeah, it couldn't really be avoided. In the end, I had to go on the Mitrapat Road. If I'd have doubled back or gone back anywhere, I was going to be riding for 2 or 3 hours in the dark, which I decided was more dangerous. So I just chose what I thought was the safest overall, which still wasn't particularly safe. But I'm here, I got to Pak Chong, checked into a hotel. I could have got cheaper actually. This was 600 baht. There are cheaper ones for 400, but I just wanted something comfortable tonight. Other spends once I got here includes 2 bowls of noodles, 40 baht each, bottle of water, of course, 10 baht, bottle of chocolate milk for 44 baht, and a bag of crisps for 32 baht. Today's total, done in my head, apologies if it's wrong, comes to 988 baht. That's it really. I've never felt so tired on a day on the bike. The total distance today was 116 kilometres with 850 metres climbing, so it wasn't tremendously hard, but not an easy day either. Temperatures got up to 35, so that was a little bit hot, but it's completely wiped me out. I feel exhausted. Yeah, I'm quite surprised. Gonna get an early night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye for now. It's 2 days since my last recording and I'm still in the same spot. I actually got heat exhaustion, so I've been in bed for 2 days, still feeling pretty ill, so I'm having to abandon this ride. I'm catching the train home in about 30 minutes, and I'll speak to you when I get home and explain a little bit more. All for now. I'm back home now and I've learnt a couple of things. The first thing is apparently I can only go 116 kilometers on $100. Now, I had to give up after only 1 day and spending $30 on this challenge, so I think that's something that's quite easy to beat. And on my next $100 withdrawal, that's exactly what I'm going to try to do. The second thing I've learned is that my idea of how much I should have been drinking to stay adequately hydrated is actually inaccurate, and all this time I should have been drinking about 50% more on my previous rides. Now, all of this has been a bit of a shock, quite frankly, because I've lived in Asia for 22 years, and during that time I've spent a lot of it outside, either playing sports or involved in some kind of recreational activity. So I thought I was actually doing all the right kind of things to keep myself safe. Apparently that's not been the case. It's been a bit of a wake-up call, quite frankly. There are a lot of reasons why I ended up suffering from heat exhaustion or heat stroke. But this has been a pretty long video, so I've decided that I'm going to save it for a separate one. In that, I'm going to dissect in detail exactly what went wrong, what precautions I should have taken to stay safe, and hopefully that'll give you an idea of, when you're in this kind of environment, how to stay safe yourselves. That's all for today. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.